Yeah,
If
yeah.
if you stay under 30 days, if you
Oh,
stay
of
under
course.
30
Yeah, of
30
course. For a
days,
short trip, you don't need to get visa. Yeah,
yeah,
of
yeah,
course. I got it. Yeah,
yeah.
good. So it was really
And
so.
we immigrate very fast. Automatics just scan passport and then they
Ah,
like take pictures and then they take do the
fingerprint.
fingerprints
Yeah,
and then
fingerprint. Yeah.
uh, entries.
Ah, that's
No one,
great. So it was
no
so
one
fast.
asks you. No
Why
one
you are
asks you.
here?
Yeah,
Why?
why overthinking?
Yeah. Why
We are
you?
overthinking.
You know, people in my country are really curious. They ask you, why are you
Mm-hmm.
here? How long
Yeah,
you're going to
yeah,
stay?
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
of course. So,
Where you stay and how long you
yeah,
stay, something like
of course.
right.
They ask lots of questions from
And
the
what the purpose?
tourists.
Yeah, they will ask the purpose. Purpose.
Yeah,
You know what I
of
mean?
course. And what else? So tell me, and what else?
Mm, I use MRT like subway, you know,
Yeah,
MRT like subway. Yeah,
subway. Yeah.
first time I use MRT in Singapore, and it's very
Ah,
cheaper than you used Grab or taxi. You know Grab,
ah,
Grab,
that's great.
Grab
Yeah,
like a
yeah, I
taxi,
know.
or
It's special
Like
kind.
Uber.
Yeah,
Yeah, like it's like Uber. And I
yeah.
use MRT like subway. The first time it is very hard to me because I find the where they can buy the car. I have to buy a car and
Yeah, of
then
course. So that you
top
pay
up
with, yeah, you pay by card. Yeah, of course.
top up and then you discount to use MRT.
Yeah, of course.
So the
To pay.
first time very hard for me because the, the airport is too big and
Ah,
I have to move from Terminal 3 to Terminal 1 to see the
ah,
the
ah.
signature, yeah, sure, and then come back to Terminal 3 and then find where to
Because
buy the
of this,
car.
you lost weight.
Yeah, with with the luggage, too much. With the luggage, go from Terminal 1 3 to 1 and then come back to 1 from 3
Oh
with the
dear.
luggage.
Yeah, really, because of this, you lost weight. Because of this. Yeah, going back.
Then go back and go and turn, go around,
Yeah. Oh dear. So,
go
so,
around, and
yeah, so
maybe
good.
I just go from airport to my hotel, and then we know how to use the map.
Uh,
The first time different. The first time is difficult, but just one times from
yeah,
airport to my hotel, and then we know.
yeah. How about
We
the
know
language?
when we, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We know when we need to assist.
Yeah. How about the language? So it was difficult to actually communicate, to talk to people, or they know English and they can't speak English. So how about communication?
uh, a little communication when we have stuck something. We have
Uh,
stuck something, so I will ask. And then they show me. But I think in the airport of Singapore, uh, maybe rarely have something like a person to ask.
so it was, they can speak English.
No, they speak very well, but
Uh,
I rarely to find someone to ask. Maybe.
Ah, so yeah, there was no one to actually assist you. Like, yeah, got it. So,
Mm.
why?
So I have to walk round. Yeah, a
Yeah.
little difficult from the when at the airport. So tired. And then finally we check the hotel safety.
Ah,
We check hotel safety.
yeah.
3 or 4 p.m. But when we did Changi 12 o'clock. And then we
Ah.
check the hotel 3 or 4 p.m. you know. Oh my
Oh,
god, like
no, it's
crazy
a
too
food.
much.
So how about food? Did you like it?
Food,
Food, of
I
course.
think I try, but I think I don't like.
Yeah, it was different
Yeah,
from your actually maybe local cuisines. It was different, yeah?
yes, that's different. But I think I can eat, but different from a little
Yeah,
different from Vietnam. Yeah,
of course.
I think.
And tell me about the worst thing. What the worst thing and actually in this trip. So tell me, how was the very bad, the worst thing about it?
The work things,
The
very bad thing,
worst.
right?
The worst, yeah,
The,
very bad. If
okay.
there is, of course, if there was something that you didn't like it
Mm,
and you think that this part was the worst part of my journey, of my trip.
mm, I think overall, people is nice, nice,
Very
nice. Yeah,
nice.
people is nice, and I think it's safety,
It's safe.
safety.
It's safe.
Yeah,
Safety, no, it's
safe.
safe. So
It's,
you like the safety because
uh,
safety is noun, but so that was actually, the place was really safe for you. Yeah.
very
And you
safe. Yeah.
liked people's attitude. They were friendly, welcoming. So let me write them.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad because we were talking, so why not? So let me, you know, oh, of course. So it's a good topic. So let me write. So you like actually
Mm-hmm.
uh, hospitality. Okay, it means
Hospitality.
people. Hospitality means the state of being friendly and welcoming. Hospitality
Uh,
is,
the,
yeah, the state of being friendly and welcoming. So they were welcoming, they were friendly. So you liked hospitality.
mm.
Yeah.
And I think Singapore is the country that have many reason. Their religion.
Yeah, religions.
India,
Yeah.
India, Malaysia, Chinese,
Oh,
many.
so
Like
religions or culture. So religions or nationalities. Because China,
nationality,
yeah, nationalities.
yeah, nationality and religion also
Ah,
because they have Indian, Hindu, Chinese,
ah,
in Malaysia.
ah,
Many kind of people, many
yeah,
kind of people.
a
Yeah,
different.
like yeah. I think very like a special country.
Yeah,
Special
yeah.
country. Many kinds of people in the world.
Yeah,
And yeah,
did.
the main person like Chinese, Malaysian, India.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
different culture, like,
trees.
you
Yeah,
know.
three kinds of people. Three main
And,
kinds of
and
people.
and what city did you travel to? What city did you travel to?
Just Singapore.
Yeah,
Singapore is small.
yeah, of course. Singapore
You
is,
know, Singapore is more like Ho Chi Minh
yeah,
City.
okay, so
Singapore is just
it's
like Ho Chi
country,
Minh
yeah.
City.
Let me say something. Singapore is country. So I'm asking
What?
what city? Yeah, what city?
What
I mean,
city?
city, yeah, of course. So Singapore is Singapore. So for example,
No,
you
no.
have
I know.
Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh City, Hanoi. Okay, so different cities and towns. So Singapore is country, is not country, it's country.
Singapore is countries, but
So
they
what?
I don't hear about city in Singapore. No
Huh?
city in Singapore because Singapore is very small, very small. I think like, they have a twist and no city. I think
No
because
way,
Singapore is
dear.
very
Yeah, of
small.
course. Okay, so there is the capital city. Okay, so
Maybe.
let me say something. Let me say because, dear, the capital
Mm.
city of Singapore is Singapore. Because of this, you think that there is
Yeah.
this is yeah, the capital of Singapore. Singapore is a country, and the capital
Yeah.
city of Singapore is Singapore. So because
In
of this,
Singapore,
you,
also.
yeah, of course. So what?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I haven't heard about city of Singapore. I haven't heard about
Yeah,
it.
so let me because that's so let me famous cities. I want to know. I want to know about that. That's really, yeah. There are lots of cities, girl. There are lots of cities in Singapore. Yeah, just
A lot of
yeah, of
cities.
course. Yeah, of course, of course. But you traveled to the capital of Singapore. That was
Mm-hmm.
Singapore. Okay, because
Yeah,
of this,
yeah.
you didn't, yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
the capital city of Singapore, okay, is
Mm-hmm.
Singapore.
Singapore. Mm.
Because of this. But there are different cities, of course. There are different cities of this country. Yeah,
Really?
you made me
Maybe I
confused.
research. I will research after. I don't.
Yeah,
I
of
don't hear about
course, of course, of
not a
course.
city in
Of
Singapore
course, it's country.
because you
There are
know, like
many,
Singapore is very small.
ah,
Singapore, yes, Singapore is like Ho Chi Minh City, just like Ho Chi Minh
yeah,
City.
of
More like,
course. Yeah, got it. So maybe we need to search and stuff on the internet to know about more about Singapore because of course I have no idea about this country. So maybe later. Wow, so totally it was good trip. Oh, how is
you
Mario?
know, like Mario. Mario cried too much when they walk.
Oh,
he
he's
he
so
tired and
cute.
then
When
crying.
I saw, oh dear, when I saw his actually new hairstyle, I
Yes,
yeah, that was
yeah, new.
perfect. I was really, like just it was stunning. I really liked it. It was wow, just great. And he was like English, and he just a teacher look. It was like
Really? Yeah, I
it's
go with
so
him. I
yeah,
go with
it's
him. My daughter Mario and another nephew. Three of them take to the
crazy.
salon
Showed
and
me
then make hair.
yeah, of course he showed me his hairstyle and he was like, happy and it was stunning, Yeah, of course. I was head over heels in love with his new hairstyle. That was perfect. I really loved it. Yeah, that was really
yeah,
good.
he
Yeah.
yeah, he really liked this style.
Yeah, of
He really
course.
liked this. Mm. And
Handsome, cute
maybe he
boy.
will show you.
Yeah.
He want to show you.
Of
He
course,
really
he
want
showed
to show
me.
you.
Yeah, of course, he
Yeah.
showed me like this, for example, teacher leg. I was like, yeah, great. He showed me. That was really cute. Yeah. Okay, so so let's study. Okay, after this sweet discussion about your trip, of course, I want to know about your trip, but you know, we need to study as well. So let's. Okay. So do you remember the words and phrases that we?
What is this? What is this? Oh my god.
Yeah, we studied. We studied. Do you remember?
We continue to talking about Singapore.
Yeah, of course, yes. No, I want to say that we studied these words, so we don't need to study again because we studied. So do you remember? For God's sake, do you remember them? Do you remember? Yeah,
Let me
remember.
taste. Let me
Please,
taste.
please remember them. Please remember. No.
No, I remember. Avoid. I know. Make use of. Set your goal. Immerse
Immerse
yourself.
yourself in something. Do you
Immerse
remember?
yourself.
Immerse
What does it
yourself.
mean? Immerse yourself. What does it mean?
Ah, don't you ever immerse yourself in something? Don't you remember? It means when you immerse yourself, it means you become completely involved in something. For example, when you immerse yourself in English, it means you completely involved, okay, in English. So you study a lot, you do some actually English activities, you actually watch and listen some English contents, okay? So immerse yourself, as I told you before, it means to become involved in something. Do you remember? To become completely involved in something. Yeah. Make use of. Use something in the correct way, of course. Make use of English. Imitate, copy. Do you remember them?
Imitate. Like
Let me show you.
you talk and then I make
Yeah,
like
some,
you. Right?
yeah. Yeah, it's like copy,
Yeah.
imitate.
Copy,
Yeah,
copy.
like, yeah, of course. It's something like imitate, to follow, to copy. For example, the accent or the way that people speak is a good way to learn and improve your English. So that I speak and you try to imitate me, okay? Or the accent, for example, the words. So exactly do the same thing, doing the same thing that I do. So this is the meaning of actually to imitate, like to copy. And this one, avoid, not to do something, you know. Avoid doing something, it means not to do. You should avoid using, and after avoid, we use ing form of verb. So this is the second word. And make use of. It means use, yeah. Make use of something. As you can guess, it's like, for example, you use something like internet or something like this. You do something with it or use it in order to, I don't know, learn something or do a job or achieve a particular result. For example, I use internet to improve my English skills. So I make use of something. It means I do it. I do something with it, like search, like for example, surf, study. Okay, so do something with it, make use of it. And the last, this one, set your goals. Of course, you need to, know what you want. What is your goal? What is your aim of studying English? So this is set your goal. So, if you set your goal, then you can find the best way in order to reach and achieve it. Okay, so this one, just I don't want to focus on these phrases again because we discussed them, and if you check your notes, of course you will find uh definition and meaning of them. Just I want to pass them. Immerse yourself, as I told you, to become completely involved in something, like speaking English environment, or for example chatting with, for example, native people like this. Wow. I don't want you to make sentences using this phrase, because just tell me if you have any issues related to the meaning of them. Now you can ask me, I can explain again. Any questions?
No, I understand all
Ah, of
this
course.
word.
Yeah, of course. Well, okay. So the idiom of this day today is no pain, no gain. Do you have any idea about the meaning of this idiom? What does it
Mm,
mean?
what does it mean, right?
Yeah.
I understand. Like if you try to if you
Yeah,
try
of
to
course.
do something or practice something or try best to do something, you will get good results.
Yes, so you must work hard,
Wow.
of course, or you must put extra effort. Put effort, try a lot. Put extra effort means to try a lot to achieve the goals. So no pain, no gain. Okay. Or we have another easy phrase that you can use. No effort, no effort, no result. So this is the synonym of this idiom. No effort, no result. They are the same. No pain, no gain. No effort, no result. It means you must work hard. You need to put a lot of efforts in order to achieve your goals. Okay? So no effort, no result. Well, okay. Okay, do you want to do an example? No, you don't need that. This is an idiom, so you don't need. Okay, well, the structure of the day, that is get used to. So do you remember anything about, okay, let's write here. So, used to, be used to, get used to. Do you know anything about these three structures? Do you know anything?
Get used to means you like habit, no habit, no habit, light habit, something like you know this word very well, something.
Yeah, actually. They are definitely different, but just pay attention. Maybe the structure or maybe the use of used to doesn't make you confused. Or doesn't distract you. So that's really important to know how to use and where to use this three. About used to, first, subject plus used to plus base form of verb. Okay. To talk about our past habits. Our past habits. That's actually they're not true anymore. They are not true anymore. Okay, it means we did in the past, but we don't do anymore. Like, I subject used to, for example, play badminton when I was younger. So I used to play, it means I don't play badminton anymore. It was something about past. When I say I used to play, it's definitely different from I played. When I say I played, I used to means I regularly did something in the past, maybe twice a week, maybe 3 times. So I did it, for example, regularly in the past, but now I don't do it anymore. So I used to play, this is for past. I subject plus be means am or is or are. Used to plus gerund. Okay, to talk about something that you are familiar with, what it means. For example, I am used to drinking coffee every morning. It means I drink coffee every morning. This is my habit for present time. So I do it. I am familiar with something. I do it regularly in present time. What is the structure? Subject plus be, am or is or are, depends on the subject, and used to and ing form of verb. So for present, we use ing. I'm used to drinking coffee every morning. This is my habit for present. And get used to, that is subject plus, okay, get plus used to and gerund to talk about something that you will become familiar with. So what it means, okay, for example, I think I will get used to, for example, living in New York by, for example, the next year. It means now, actually, I'm not, I'm not used to leaving. It's like difficult to me. But maybe until by the next year, I will get used to living here. It means it will be easy to me to live here. It's something, it will like my habit. So this is about get used to. Okay, so this is about get used to. Or,
Like
for
future,
example,
like
yeah,
like
yeah,
get used to like
future.
future, teacher. Like future.
But there is a point here that, not only for future, you can use, this is really useful structure, okay? Because you can use it for past, for present, for future. For example, it can be used. So first of all, get used to can be used in all tenses. So it's different from be used to and used to. Get used to can be used in all tenses. So past, or for example, future, for present. So, but it focuses on the process of becoming familiar with something, okay? With becoming familiar or becoming comfortable. Okay, so this is, for example, I am getting used to, for example, now me and my friend, for example, we are getting used to living together. It means step by step, we are getting used to, we are feeling comfortable, we are getting used to living together. So this is another form of it, okay, that you can use. So that's really easy to use. Or, for example, I don't know, despite living, for example, in New York for about 2 years, okay, I haven't, okay, I haven't gotten used to, I haven't got used to, okay, so this one you can use. So it's like present perfect, okay? So just let me say something about gotten or got. So you need to know got or gotten. You know, preference for got or gotten actually differs. It's different based on regions. Some actually regions, areas like got as past participle. Some areas actually like to use gotten. In our country, and I don't know about the other countries, maybe about in Canada, I'm not sure about it, but in my country, gotten is the preferred. So we normally say gotten. But maybe in some other region they say got. So both of them. So you can say I've gotten, I haven't, for example, lived, okay, in this hustle and bustle. So it means, I have lived. I've been living here for 2 years, but I haven't. It's actually, I'm not feeling comfortable. Yeah. So it's something that I haven't felt comfortable. So I haven't gotten lived. Just that is really important to know that you need to use. Okay, just it's something. Why is it live? Okay. Living. Okay, so I haven't got living together. So it's something like, because, verb should be gerund or ing form, but, you can change get to different forms. Okay, so you can use this tense in different, actually this structure in different tense, and it's really useful one that we normally use it, okay, that we normally use to talk about our habits, but something that we will become in the process of becoming familiar in the future, or maybe in the past, or for example in present. Okay, well, now let's use it. Okay, it's here, just think about it. Yeah.
I used to. I used to study Chinese uh, when I was high school.
Yeah, I used to, yeah, very good. I used to speak Chinese, yeah, when I was, yeah, very good.
I'm used to doing exercise. I am used to doing exercise when I
Yeah,
was young.
yeah, of course. Very good. And I won't, for example, get used to, I won't get used to maybe something like eating vegetables. I I won't really, I won't get used to. So this is future. So I wanted to show you that, another, just, the only change that you need to make is to make the change and get will, ing, or for example, present perfect. And after that, used to and gerund, ing. So will get, getting, for example, have got, has got, or something like this. Okay. Again, another example.
Hmm. Um, I, I will get used to studying Japanese in next month by the next month.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, really?
No,
Hard.
absolutely no.
Yeah, it's difficult. Yeah, of course. It's really
Oh no, I cannot, teacher.
Chinese. Yeah. Just tell me, uh, let me ask you a question. So actually in this one week, of course, that you travel to Singapore, could you get used to actually speaking like, or listening to the language? Could you get used to
Mm,
listening and talking, for example, their language?
uh, I can um I can speak a little bit, and when they talk, I can hear maybe a keyword.
Yeah, of
Maybe not.
course.
Yeah, maybe not understand all the. Yeah, but
Just general
I will
idea.
hear the keyword. Yeah,
Yeah, you could get the
keyword.
general idea. Yeah, the general
Yeah,
idea of what they said.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is. And
So you
maybe I
couldn't
can
get used to.
yeah, and I
You
can chat chit with the driver also.
you could chit
Ah,
chat, really?
yeah, I can chat with, yeah, talk like conversation when he take me to the airport, and I
Oh,
have a conversation with the
oh, in
drivers.
English or okay, in English or in their
English,
language? English. Okay, so I
English,
thought you were,
teacher.
okay.
I
I
don't
think
know.
okay, because I thought that you could English. I didn't. You could speak. So what is their language? Because I don't know how actually what language they speak in Singapore. You
In
know?
Singapore,
Yeah.
maybe Chinese, because
Ah,
three
Chinese.
three kind of people, mankind of people are Chinese,
Say
Malaysia,
Mandarin. Yeah, Mandarin.
India.
Chinese is Mandarin. Chinese language is Mandarin, I think. Yeah. So yeah, they speak Mandarin. So you couldn't. I thought that you could speak Chinese. Oh wow, really? So English? That's great. So you could talk in English. I'm
In
proud of you.
Singapore, all people in Singapore can speak English very well.
Very good. Because I
Yeah,
think
they
actually,
speak English
I
very
think
well.
uh, Singapore, of course, I heard about it that, this country can be one of the tourist attractions in the world. Lots of tourists everywhere, every year travel to this country, maybe because of beautiful nature. So maybe because of tourists, actually plenty of people who visited this country, they learned to speak English because they
Yeah,
need to. Yeah.
I told you that Singapore don't have the natural scent. You know
Ah,
that
scenery? No.
makes, yeah, no, it's not nature. People do it. They do it. They do many.
Oh,
They do
man-made. So man-made attractions. Wow, not
every
natural.
conjecture, every sign like
S-
university or science, or they make all of this because
Oh,
Singapore is very
oh,
small,
of course.
and they have to buy water from Malaysia also. They
Ah,
have to buy water. You know,
of
they have to
course.
buy water from
Yeah.
Malaysia. Yeah.
So they need to buy potable water. Potable means drinkable. The water that you
Mm-hmm.
drink, drinkable means
And
potable.
how much water, $2 for one bottle like this. One bottle like
Ah, yeah.
yeah, one bottle like this.
Small bar. Ah,
Like
two
this.
dollars.
Two
Yeah.
dollar. $2 Singapore.
Ah,
Yeah,
wow.
Singapore is very expensive.
Yeah.
Very
Well,
expensive.
yeah.
Yes.
Next
Two
time, come
dollar.
to my country. It's
Small
better.
bottle. Small bottle. Just small
Yeah.
bottle.
Yeah. So, so they need to buy photo. I,
And you should go to Vietnam.
yeah, of course
Vietnam is
I
best.
will. Of course I will. Yeah, this is my
Singapore
plan.
is
I
expensive.
planned for it. I planned for it. So maybe just, I don't know when, if I can find time. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe in the next, actually your next uh vacation, your New Year, maybe, because I have some actually off days. So of course I will travel. Maybe I will plan for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I told you that Vietnam don't have good. I think bad thing and good thing. Yeah, bad thing. Bad
So
thing have. Good thing have.
of course everywhere it's normal
Yeah,
everywhere. For
everywhere.
example, yeah. For
Yeah.
example, if you travel to
Maybe
Mexico,
something
in every,
you feel
yeah.
not comfortable.
Yeah, it's something like, for example, when people want to travel somewhere, like, for example, some people who want to travel to my country, they think that, oh, it's a heaven. No, it's not. Of course, we have lots of issues here. So, I
Mm-hmm.
think everywhere has its own negative and positive points that you need to actually consider. But it's worth to travel at least once, to visit everywhere, to see everywhere. It's really important. So that, for example, yeah, so it's really normal. I will travel. I like to
Yeah,
travel to countries.
Singapore also.
No, Singapore, no. I went travel. I didn't like it. I
Yeah,
can't. Okay, because the
yeah.
rules, the strict rules. I don't like the rules,
Many
of
rules.
course.
Many rules.
Yeah, of course. Because
Singapore
I
have many
normally
rules.
chew gums. I normally chew gum, but of course it's not really clear. But I normally chew gum. Still, it's
Yes.
I will be arrested. I will be fine. Yeah,
You
because
will
I'm
be
chewing
arrested.
gum. Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Uh,
It's not good. So
so funny.
not Singapore, but maybe yeah. But your country, yes,
Yeah,
I would
maybe Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh City.
definitely. Hanoi or Ho Chi Minh City? Which one?
Ho Chi Minh City. I live in Ho Chi Minh City.
Of
Why you go to
course.
Hanoi?
So I'm traveling. I'm traveling from one country to another country, and you don't want to travel from one city to another city in your country? Yes. Yeah, that was really
Yeah,
good. Yeah.
Hanoi is the capital. Hanoi capital, and Ho Chi
Yeah.
Minh City, the biggest city in Vietnam.
Ah,
And Da Nang is the central. Da Nang is the city of central Vietnam. Central.
yeah. Oh, let me say something. Me, what happened to you? You're talking very well. What happened to
Yeah.
you? Yeah, of course.
Me.
Yeah, really good.
Feeling
Could
feeling
you
very well.
notice? Could you notice you're talking very well? Wow, that's great.
Maybe
Yeah,
I
of
go to
course.
Singapore again.
Always. Yeah, I think you could use what you learned. Yeah, that's really important. You use what you learned, and now you're speaking very well, I think. Yeah, that's great.
Thank you.
Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Well, okay, so you were making okay, so where we were. Okay, so you were making sentences with get used to. Get used to.
Get used to
Yeah.
what we
Yeah. Hmm.
will get used to until
Get used to. It's hot water.
get used to. I will get used to studies. Japanese, I told you, right?
I will get used to studying, just studying, ing. After be used to and get used to, we use ing form of verb. So get used to studying. Yeah, maybe.
Get
Yeah.
used to
I
studying.
try to, you can say, I try to get used to, I try to get used to studying Chinese. Now, it's difficult to me, but I try to get used to. I try to actually feel comfortable with it so that it will easy to study. Okay? So this one. Get used to. Well, okay, let me, this one, well, so, okay. As you can see here, I got used to, this is past, I got used to Australia. Just let me say something before I forget. Look here, you say, okay, teacher, you said that we need to use ing form of verb after get used to. Yeah, if you have verb gerund, but you can also use a noun. For example, I get used to Vietnamese cuisine. I got used to, for example, local food. So it means you can use noun as well after get used to, not only verb. If you want to use verb, gerund. If noun, it's okay. So I soon got used to Australian accent after just 3 months living there. So I got used to. It means it was after 3 months, it became easy to speak with your Australian accent, okay? Or at first, I found it very difficult, but now I finally, eventually get used to speaking. As you can see, speaking English all the time at work. I get used to. Okay. Okay, well, this is about get used to. Well, and now we have an audio track. Let's listen to a radio program and complete the notes in the table. Just let me, okay, play this.
With the table.
I don't know. Angry table. Yeah. It's angry table. So. Of
What about this?
course. Yeah. Just
Unit
don't look
4,
at answers.
Recording 5.
Hi, you're listening to Ask the Expert, and in today's program, we're talking about languages and how to learn a language. Our expert today is Sally Parker, who is a teacher. Hi, Sally.
Hello.
Sally, our first question today is from Andy. He says, I've just started learning English. My problem is that I'm too frightened to speak. My grammar is not very good, so I'm worried about saying the wrong thing. Have you got any advice for Andy?
Okay, well, the first thing is I think Andy should practice speaking to himself.
Speaking to himself? I'm not sure that's a good idea.
I know it sounds silly, but talking to yourself in a foreign language is a really good way to practice. You don't have to feel embarrassed because nobody can hear you. You can talk to yourself about anything you like. What you had for breakfast, where you were going for the weekend, anything. And the more you do it, the more you will get used to hearing your own voice and your pronunciation. So you won't feel so frightened in the classroom. Andy should try it.
I suppose so. Anything else? What about his grammar?
He has only just started learning English, so he is going to make lots of mistakes, but that's not a problem. That's how he'll learn. Andy shouldn't worry about making mistakes.
You're right. So, Andy, try talking to yourself. And don't worry about making mistakes. Our next problem comes from Olivia in Brazil.
Okay.
She is worried about pronunciation.
Let's talk about Andy's problem and the advice. So, what is Andy's problem? And tell me what advice does he receive? Does he get?
His problem is grammar.
Yeah.
Grammar. He should to talk to himself.
Himself, of course.
Talk to himself and I don't scared to make mistake.
Don't worry, of course. It's
Don't
something
worry about making
shouldn't
mistake.
worry, of course, to make about making mistake. Of course, they shouldn't worry about making mistake. Of course, just for scared, we say are scared. Okay, so don't know. Well, and now let's listen to the next one. The girl.
She says, the problem is I can't understand native speakers. They speak so fast and I can't understand their pronunciation. So, Sally, any ideas for Olivia?
Well, first of all, it's a good idea for her to practice her listening skills. She should listen to English as much as possible to get used to how it sounds. Listen to the news, listen to podcasts, watch English television.
Okay, that's a good idea.
And another thing she should do is to focus on listening and reading at the same time. If you listen to something on the internet, you can often read the transcript. If you listen and read at the same time, it'll help you see what the words sound like and how the words sound when a native speaker is talking.
Great. Thank you, Sally. Well, I'm afraid that's all we have time for today, but next week we'll be looking...
So about Olivia, what's the problem and what is the advice for her?
Olivia, he can hear native language.
She can't understand what native speakers say because of
she can listen. No, because she can understand. She can listening.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
She should listening podcast or news.
Very good. Yeah.
And read.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Just, about, pronunciation. Yeah, the advice was good, but not for pronunciation. For pronunciation, actually, the problem with pronunciation. So she can't understand what native speakers said because they speak very fast. So, of course, when we talk together, yeah, of course, we speak very fast, but, so it's a bit difficult for the people to understand what we say. But, reading is not a good advice for a person who doesn't understand what the other people say due to pronunciation or speaking fast. But we say listen and talk, or just listen and practice. Yeah, listen to English contents like, and podcasts, watch movies, and just some general content is a good one. And to improve your speaking skills like vocabulary sources, of course, it's really good to read, but not for actually get used to maybe pronunciation and native accent, so something like this. But it was good advice. Yeah. Well, okay. So, so
how long you learn English?
Yeah, how long have you learned English? Okay, so let me say something. I want to change the question.
My whole life. My whole life.
Really? That was good.
Oh my God, teacher, my whole life.
No way.
I'm 36. I'm still studying. You see, my whole life.
Okay, no, just the quantity is not important. The quality is important.
Oh my God, teacher. You see, I study for my whole life. Still
Yeah,
now, 10 p.m. I'm
yeah,
still studying.
that was really good. It's great. Of course, it's great that you study. You're starting right now. Of course, it's 10 p.m. and you're starting, so perfect. But yeah. Tell me about the, of course, because I think I'm not sure, but I think in different countries, in every country, maybe children need to learn English as a school subject. Yeah, so it's really normal. Yeah, different
Yes,
countries,
yes,
Asian countries. So it's normal that you started learning English since, for example, I don't know, since the first year of school. So it's really normal. But how it's different? No, it's not that, really. So so I think the result should be better. So for whole life, you
my
know.
whole life.
No, of course no. So the
Because
first thing, tell me about.
I think
Yeah,
now
yeah,
country is different from
of course,
when I was young. I don't have
of course.
many opportunity to study English. Uh,
Yeah, you didn't have, of
I don't have
course.
opportunities.
Very
Now
good.
my daughter have opportunity to study English very soon.
Of
I
course,
think
yeah.
it's better. Yeah,
Yeah,
better than.
as you said, I do agree with you, definitely agree, because in the past, of course, everything was really different from now. And so of
Yeah,
course there were no opportunity, there was no opportunities, or there were a lot of new, for example, not a lot of opportunities to study and to learn new, not only English, everything. Okay, in
yeah,
the past,
everything.
but now of course more opportunities, more chances to learn everything, and really easy,
Yeah,
easy. So that's of course everything was really, so there you can say there was no chance, or there was no opportunity to study English in the past, so you can say, or there were few, maybe just not much, not many, there were not many opportunities, so you can say something like this. Well, but tell me about the first, just my last question and the end of the session. Just tell me about the first time that you actually felt like you needed to study English. Tell me, what was the reason at that time?
mm,
The first time when I don't know, you thought that, I need to study English now. I need to start it. When was that and why?
um, I um when I study English, maybe in high school or secondary,
Yeah, secondary
maybe.
school.
But don't have more time to study, just little in school. Mm, even teacher can speak the right.
Oh,
Yeah, like Vietnamese teacher, they
yeah.
study new language. They
Oh,
study.
got
They
it.
teach it. Yeah, the teacher can speak the right way. Just
Ah, got
even
it.
teacher. Yeah,
Yeah, so
many.
it wasn't the experience for you.
Yeah, they don't have experience, and we
Yeah.
just study a little bit. And when I high school, I really like to travel abroad.
Abroad.
Yes, and I I like to I like to know to speak English, so I can
Ah,
speak English when I go to abroad. It's
yeah,
just
of
like
course.
simple purpose.
Yeah, that was really good. Of course it was really good purpose. So you really like to know how to speak English, to actually to travel and actually
Yeah,
abroad actually,
yeah,
and to be able to talk to other people, maybe foreigners. So that, of course, that was a good, really good
like
purpose.
English is a popular language.
Yeah.
If you know English, you can go everywhere.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
It's
Just
popular.
yeah, international
So,
language. So of course, yeah,
mhm.
international language. So everyone needs to know. Well, just the only point about your answer, just pay attention when using tenses. Okay, just past. When you're talking about past, use couldn't, didn't. Okay, you know them, but sometimes we forget. You forget about
Yeah.
using them. Just pay careful attention to the use of correct tense when talking about past or future or present. Okay.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, so
What time is this?
we're
Oh,
yeah, it's 10 of
10 p.m.
course, and it was great time, and it's really nice to see you again. I'm really happy to see you again, and thank you. It was really good time with you. Have a great
Yeah.
night. Dream me.
Thank you, teacher.
You're
I
welcome.
share my trip for you.
Yeah. Yeah, just dream me, of course, and have a great night. Sweet dreams, my dear.
Thank you,
Goodbye.
teacher. Bye bye,
You're
teacher.
welcome, my dear. Goodbye. See you. Bye.
Have a good
Bye.
day, teacher.
Thank you. Goodbye.